Hello, students. Today we are going to discuss our new chapter, that is the chapter number 4, and our today's chapter is agriculture. Basically, in this chapter, we are going to read what is agriculture, the importance of agriculture, different types of the agriculture practiced in our country. Now, before starting the agriculture, I want to give you some details about the economic activity because agriculture comes under the economic activity only. In case of the economic activity, as you all already know that economic activity are those activities where we are actually earning money. In case of the economic activity, we are having basically three types of the economic activity: primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. Without these three also, we are having quaternary and quinary activities also. Now, in case of the primary activity means those kind of the activity where the workers are totally related with nature-based work or nature-based activity. Primary activity having some parts like agriculture is a primary activity, mining is a primary activity, fishing is a primary activity. But among mining, fishing, hunting, gathering, agriculture is the most important primary activity. Now, what is this agriculture? Agriculture is the most healthful and most useful as well as the most noble employment by the man. Agriculture is an activity or agriculture is a science or art of cultivating the soil, growing crops, and as well as rearing the animals also. We all have an idea in our mind that agriculture means it's related with only the crop production only. But with that crop production also, we are having the mining activity, we are having the animal rearing also. Animal rearing is a part of the agriculture. Maybe you all heard about the dairy farming. Dairy farming is a part of the agricultural activity only. In case of a country like India, agriculture is a very important activity because in India, huge amount of the people or most of the people of India still depend on the agricultural sector only. The Indian government getting huge amount of the money from this agricultural sector. The agricultural sector only the growing the food that we are consuming. Not only in case of the food crops, in the agricultural sector also provides the raw material that is used by different industries also. That's why we are saying that in case of the India, agriculture is a important activity because most of the food that we are consuming that produces by the agricultural sector only. Not only the food products, they are generating or they are producing the raw materials which are used by the different industries. So the industries are depend on the agriculture only. Most of the people in our country, they are actually use the agriculture. Most of the people in our country, they are actually doing the activity that is the agricultural activity only. So in terms of the economic activity, they are depend on the agriculture. Now, in case of the agriculture, we can say that our economy or the country's economy, it's totally depend on agriculture because huge amount of the person, almost more than half of the person of India still depend on the agricultural sector. Now, in case of the agricultural sector, we are having the cultivation varieties. We are having the different kind of the cultivation. Over the year, the cultivation methods of India may be changed, or in the different parts of the country, the cultivation methods may be changed, but it is depend on the characteristics of the physical environment as well as the technologically know-how and the socio-cultural practices. Now, in case of the agricultural activity, we are having the three kind, basically two types of the agricultural activity. One is the subsistence farming and another one is the commercial farming. Now, what is this subsistence farming? The meaning of the term subsistence is in this kind of the farming, the farmers are producing the crops for themselves only or to meet the need of their family members. That means here they are producing the crops in that much amount only that can satisfy the need of their family members as well as themselves also. Commercial farming means here the farmers are producing the crops to sell in the market. So what is the basic difference between subsistence and commercial? The meaning of the subsistence where the farmers are producing the things for themselves, and commercial means here the farmers are producing the things to sell in the market only. Now this subsistence farming having two types. One is the primitive subsistence farming, another one is the intensive subsistence farming. Now primitive subsistence farming. What does it mean, primitive subsistence farming? By the term only you can understand the primitive. Primitive means old. Primitive means very much primary or the old techniques. In this kind of the activity, they are actually using very primitive kind of the technologies or the very primitive tools and techniques. That's why the name is called primitive subsistence farming. Basically meaning that it is an old way of the farming where the farmers are producing the crops for meet the need of themselves and their family members only. Basically, when the human being started the agriculture at the beginning of the civilization, when the agricultural practice has been started by the human being, that time they used to practice this primitive subsistence farming. Nowadays, most of the part of the world, the people are not practice this kind of the activity, but still in some pockets of the country, in India or in other countries also, this kind of the activity is there. Especially this kind of the activities are still practiced by the, especially by the tribal people of the particular region. Now the characteristics of the primitive subsistence farming. It is practiced on the small patch of the land. That means the piece of the land where they are actually practicing this farming, that is very small. They are using very primitive tools like dao, hoe, digging stakes and all. Here the family members are actually working. They are not hiring the laborers from outside. The family members are only work as a labor only. They are totally depend on the nature. They are not using any artificial things. They are totally depend on the monsoon. They are totally depend on the natural fertility of the soil. They are totally depend on the natural rainfall only. They are totally depend on the normal climatic condition. They are not going for any artificial thing. That's why this kind of the agriculture, it's called the primitive subsistence agriculture or primitive subsistence farming. Now this primitive subsistence farming, it's also called as slash and burn cultivation. Now what is the slash and burn cultivation? Actually here the farmers are clearing a patch of the land and produce the crop over there to sustain their family. They are cultivating on that land from 3 to 5 years and it decreased the soil fertility, and they shift and they started cultivation in a new patch of the land. That's why it is called the slash and burn agriculture. Even this kind of the agriculture is also called the shifting cultivation also. In this kind of the activity like the primary subsistence farming, the total production is very less because they are not giving any kind of the inputs in the land, so obviously its output is also very less. The total production of the land is very less in this kind of the activity. Now in different part of the world, the slash and burn agriculture or this activity is known by different names. Like you can see that in the northeastern India it is known as jhuming. In Manipur it is known as pamlo. In Chhattisgarh it is dipa. Andaman Nicobar again it is dipa. Madhya Pradesh it is dhaya or bewar. Andhra Pradesh it is known as podu and penda. Orissa it is known as bringa and koman. Western Ghat it is known as kumari. Rajasthan it is known as valtre or valre. And Himalayan belt it is known as khil, as well as Jharkhand it is known as kurua. These all are the local names of primitive subsistence or slash and burn agriculture in India. You need to learn this list. And as well as in different parts of the world, Mexico and Central America, it is known as milpa. Venezuela, it is known as conuco. Brazil, it is known as roca. Central Africa, it is known as masole. And Indonesia, it is ladang. And Vietnam, it is known as ray.